Conversation you can ever have is backstage. All of the funny you can have right here at Backstage. Pass out laughing, yes sir, here at Backstage. Staying on topic with conversation, make you think, hey, please don't be scared. Making a fuss, they jokes, partner, please lighten up. Cause comedy's about making life funny, bruh. And if you're ready for the show now, follow me backstage, cause it's about to go down.
And once more and again, it's yours truly, the voice, Mr. Savoir Fair, DDL Marshall, as we are prepared to give you one more dope conversation with yet another dope conversationalist. And as always, in season one, we have not disappointed you yet, and we are not about to disappoint you today. Hey, man, thank you guys so much for joining, supporting DL's Backstage Pass Conversations, where you can find us right here on Marsh Media Channel I-70 MMBE. You can catch us on our Channel I-70 Marsh Media YouTube page. You can catch us on our Marsh Media Facebook page. And coming to the EGO Network November the 1st, you can catch the full season 1 episode of yours truly, Mr. Savoir Fair, my man Bam Brown, and all of our guest conversationalists on the award-winning DL's Backstage Pass Conversations. All right, man. Well, today we've got one, I call him legendary. If you watch his demeanor, if you took up on his character, you would never know you was walking past, sitting next to, or having a conversation with a music legend. But he's iconic with the group that he sings with. And man, we're going to get into a dope conversation. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for none other than the vocal styling soul crooner, Mr. Dray Tate, of the sensational Williams Brothers and solo record noise. How you doing, bro?
What's up, DL, man? How you feeling?
You got it. I dig that shirt, bro.
Oh man, it's just a little something.
Yeah, a little stylish. I almost put something on like that with that color scheme. I call it a kufi or a dashiki, but that look a little more like Da Vinci or a little, yeah.
It's just something I threw on around the house, man.
Yeah, I wish I had something to throw on just around the house like that too. Hey, man. So I'm not even, a lot of times when I know people, I just act like, hey, certain things I don't know. But man, we're going to have a conversation. We're going to chop it up. Green room, backstage, or barbershop style, man. So how has the lifestyle, the music career of Dray Tate been able to be sustained for so long? I don't think a lot of people know and credit you for how long you've actually been putting in.
Right. Well, let's say been at this at least. We started like when we were kids, like my brothers and my sisters, mom and dad. So man, I played my first instrument at 5 years old. So
wow,
in church at about 5 years old.
Now, what was it that you were playing?
I started on drums actually. Yeah, and then I had a love for the guitar, and I automatically knew bass because I knew how to play guitar.
Gotcha.
So, but yeah, man, 35 years, pretty much.
Man, you only 38.
Man, I wish. I wish. I don't. When I wake up in the morning, I don't feel 38. I may look it, but I don't feel it.
Man, listen, I've never been in a position since the last few years. And when I say few years, probably the last 2.5 years, man, to where I got to stretch to go to bed so I don't pull nothing when I wake up. And that still don't work all the time. So it's like things hit us, man, that you never expected before. Like strain, how do you get a strained toe? Just like, how you used to wake up in the morning, you stretch, pop your knuckles, pop your toes. Pop my toe one time and strain my big toe, bro. just normal body functions failing me, man. But
I'll say the same. I'll be 50 in November. So you know, I'm trying to keep it tight, keep it right, man. But I'm not gonna even lie to you. Sometimes I can't pull away from the plate.
Hey, sometimes.
I just put a video out today, man.
Oh man.
I'm sitting on stage, man, and I kind of knew when backstage, me and Melvin was having a conversation. I was like, man, your jacket ain't gonna make it the whole concert. I already know it. Not knowing that it was gonna be my coat.
Your jacket. Oh man. You know, recovering from this flu, man, this is probably what you said, trying to push back from the table. Right before I got sick, I was making a conscious effort to push back from the table because I had gotten to a size that I was like, yo, dog, I wouldn't like this playing ball. But now I'm on stage trying to crack jokes, and I'm the biggest joke about to be cracked, for real. Yeah,
man, I don't think I ever pull back from the table, man. I'm just going. People think I work out because I just got this natural. I guess my build is just naturally look like I'm work out or something. I don't work out. I don't do push-ups. I don't do nothing. But I got to start getting after that video. No, I can't have that. We can't be doing.
You was big on the pull ins and push aways.
All I know is we was finna sing people, and I do a lead part on that song, and I just took a deep sigh. And when I came back down, that button said, "That's it."
Now, who was you pointing at? Because it looked like somebody caught it as well.
No, I was pointing at. I was actually not pointing. I was waving bye-bye at the button.
At the button? Fare you well.
Bye-bye.
Oh, man.
Like I say bye. But the crazy thing, at the end of the service, Doug goes over and finds the button on the stage and come back and give it to me in front of all the people, man. I was like, well, you ain't have to do that.
That's what friends are for, Drake. So if you didn't catch that now, we're talking with Dray Tate, a third of the world-renowned legendary Williams Brothers group. If you heard him say Melvin, if you heard him say Doug, he's talking about Melvin and Doug Williams. Dray Tate in his own right, man. I knew that you played the guitar because when I interviewed you before, and then just talking with you, speaking on how you first gathered into the Williams Brothers before you became a full-fledged member. Right. But I wasn't aware of the drums. But I guess that's the first progression and natural escalation into musicianship.
Right, that's what it seemed like. If everybody know how to play drums, at least everybody start on drums.
Right,
you know?
Right.
It goes other way, you know. But that's where it started, man. But don't ask me to play drums for you now.
Say the whole stadium be mad.
Wouldn't be a smart move at all.
Right. So, man, when you look at your approach to preparing to sing with the Williams Brothers and your approach to get ready to do Dray Tate set, is there a difference in you gathering yourself, preparing yourself, or is it pretty much a lot of similarities?
Well, I just put it like this. I was weird from birth. I'm just saying, I've been weird from birth, man. I never thought like other artists or whatever, but it's like my whole life has been a stage. Every day, even when I'm not on stage, I'm on stage. I'm serious. Like when I wake up in the morning, it's like I'm waking up to go on stage. Even if I'm just walking out the door, going inside the grocery store, it's just like it's a performance all the time. And the craziest thing, DL, is I don't care if I'm in the grocery store, in the mall, in the airport, I get eyes all the time, man. And I can be at my regular self, and it's like I'm always on. I'm always on stage.
Time. Yeah.
When people are they watching, it just make me feel like, okay, man, you got to stay on guard. You got to stay on point. You never see me not groomed. You never see me tacky or anything like that ever. So
now, does that get uncomfortable for you?
Huh?
Does that get uncomfortable at any time?
No, because I'm so used to it. Matter of fact, it's a way of life for me now. If I feel like I'm falling off, I'm on point quick, man. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
it's like that's the craziest thing. Every single day is a stage appearance for me, even if I'm not on stage. I always feel like I'm about to perform.
right.
So I'm
Man,
always ready.
And it's funny, maybe because you said you feel like you was born weird. Well, maybe I was born weird too. Maybe it's a November month type of thing. Cause
So man, I mean, I don't know, but I've always been the only person that I've ever seen that kind of resembles how I feel on a day-to-day basis is my daughter Music.
oh, I can see that.
Yeah, she's the only person that I can. It's like looking at her is looking at myself.
Mm-hmm. I can
So
see that.
she has always been a peculiar child, even when she was a baby, man. She was always different, and it reminded me of me. I remember at one time, me and her mother, when we were married, we were driving somewhere, man, and she was in the car seat in the back. She was around like 2 years old, and she's a Michael Jackson fanatic. So I had the Jackson 5 Greatest Hits CD playing in there, man, and the song "She's Out of My Life" came on. And I'm driving, and her mom looked at me and said, "Dray, look in the back." I looked in the back, and she literally tears coming down her face with this sad,
Oh, wow.
make a noise. And and Deborah was like, "Oh, she can feel it. And she can feel the sadness of the song. All
Wow.
like that. So when I look at her, I look at that's me. You know what I'm saying? I'm the same, same way.
And you know what, man? Your daughter, Music, you named her the perfect name. That young lady has an anointing on her. She has a talent within her. She has the gift that she's exhibiting, man. I know you and her mother are proud. But that there is your daughter, but that's God's baby, man. I saw her sing a couple of times. I was like, yeah, oh man. And when you said what her age was, woo,
Yes.
man, talk a little bit more about Music.
She's a whole problem. She's a whole problem, man, because she's made up of two individuals they got a heart for music. Her mother, Deborah Spears, along with myself. Even if y'all look her mother up, Deborah Spears, man, she a beast, man. Like, so Music just got it on both sides, and I had to talk with her not too long ago. And sometimes she feels like she's so different than others. And I say, well, baby, you was made to be different. Because first of all, you was cut from two weirdos, first of all. Cut from two weirdos. You gotta be. And yeah, it's but don't be ashamed of that. Embrace it. Because you don't want to be like somebody else. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, different is so marketable, man. And in channeling my inner Keith Wonderboy Johnson, there's nothing wrong with going out and be marketable, man, especially in this
gotta
industry.
be marketable. Just don't do, man.
I do too, man. and it's I tell people, man, Bam and I had just spoke with Keith to have him on the show that Wednesday. That would have been, he passed that weekend, so that coming up Wednesday he would have been backstage as our guest talking about his new album and everything. And man, it was rough last year, and it's kind of sentimental to say the least. Every October that I go to attend the Spin Awards, because he would be down there and he would be a heavy quartet representation at the Spin Awards. But man, that dude was hilarious, man. But
he was
that he was a creative marketing, I would call him guru, man. That brother knew how to go get that bag, didn't he?
He did. He definitely did. I call him the hardest working man in quartet.
Think about it. You just said he's the hardest working man in quartet, but he got rid of the group and was still considered the top in quartet.
And that was the only quartet group that can come and turn your house upside down with his Apple phone.
Right.
That joke you tell me, Dre, I got the apple ass with me tonight.
Yeah.
He said,
he told me one time, Dre, he said, yeah, they don't never miss a note. And
they don't miss it. That's him. That's him. You never got to worry about time. You ain't got to pay them.
And I think that was his biggest thing right there,
right,
knowing Keith.
Right.
We all eat off the same check, Doc. Rest in peace, man. Keith Wonderboy Johnson. He definitely missed. Now, with you, Dre, excuse me, I'm not going to bore the people with redundant questions and repetitive questions that I've asked before. Excuse me. We've all known that you've been with the Williams Brothers, how you got with the Williams Brothers. But, man, this Nothing But the Hits tour. Tell us about that.
It's basically a see you later alligator situation, you know. The guys been I've been with the brothers now for like 21 years. But those Melvin, Doug, Mr. Green been rocking for 63 years, you know, and that's a long time to be on the road. That's a long time to be in ministry as an entertainer.
Right.
But I mean, it's just that time where we want to just pay tribute to the career, and at the same time appreciate the fans for the support through the years. You know what I'm saying? So the Nothing But the Hits farewell tour is kicked off. It kicked off last year, but we decided to keep it going because we weren't satisfied with a lot of the places that we didn't get a chance to go and perform. Right. So there's a lot of markets we missed. We hadn't. I'm a Houstonian myself. We hadn't been to Houston yet, you know. So
wow.
Yeah, and Chicago and Atlanta and New York. We kind of went all up and down through Florida last year. So, you know, we covered Florida, we covered Kansas City. We didn't hit St. Louis. We didn't hit Detroit. You know, those major cities that we feel like we need to go and say farewell to these people. We just decided to keep it going.
And I was going to ask too, Dre, when you say something like Nothing But the Hits, a farewell tour, man, how do you just go ahead and say this is the last show, even when the fans is like, please, just one more, just one more? How do you just say, okay, this is it? We done covered as much as we can cover. This is it.
Right. Well, because the fact is, I can't depend on nobody to help me get Melvin Doug on stage with their walkers and stuff. No, bro. I tell them, let's go out with a bang. You know what I'm saying? But I tease them all the time. No, I'm not walking y'all on stage. I'm sorry, it ain't happening. You're not doing that. So that's really what it is, man. It's basically what else. There's nothing else to be proven. There's nothing else to accomplish, man. If we never record another record, man,
that catalog is deep, boy.
Yeah,
that catalog is extensive. And I mean, you guys have, excuse me, catalogs, Drake, that one single album can tour.
Exactly.
But y'all got generations of albums that y'all have to be tedious, be mindful, toil over. What do we pull in together for this set? Man, out of all the greats that y'all performed when y'all was here, man, I went back and counted how many that was omitted. Like, God, I wish they could have sung this. We would have been there all month.
Exactly. We would have been there. Shit, we was there long enough. We was there, I think we performed 2 hours and 15
2 hours. Yeah. To a standing room only crowd.
Yeah, exactly, man. And that's the good part about it, man. Just to see the supporters and the fans come out. Not no big package. It was the Williams Brothers and maybe another group for opening act or something like that. But the people was on their feet pretty much the whole time, you know. It was amazing, man. But yeah, that's and when as we prepared me, Melvin, Doug for this tour, we counted up 20. It was 28 songs. So we narrowed it down to like 23.
Wow.
There's probably about 20 other songs that we know are crowd favorites that we couldn't get in the show.
Wow.
You know, so now which we try to kind of like take some out, because You Bless Me Still wasn't in the lineup at first, but the people were begging for it so much we had to put it back in the lineup. You know what I'm saying? That was, man, trust me, Jesus would never say no. We had to take that out of lineup, and that was one of the big hit for the brothers. You know,
no matter what y'all put in, what y'all pull out, somebody ain't gonna be happy. But I was ecstatic when I heard Doug say, "If I don't wake up," I was like, "Yep, that's it. I'm good."
Yeah, that's
I'm good.
Yeah. That's one you gonna have to do.
Oh man, yeah, I heard that. I said, "Yep, I'm in there. I'm in there." I know y'all gonna sing that. I know y'all gonna sing Still Here, and I know y'all gonna tap Cooling Water. Now, all the others, it's a shuffle.
Yeah, them three gonna definitely be though. But man, trust me, we're looking forward, you know, to really going out with a bang with this tour, man, because for people supporting 63 years, buying records, tapes, and CDs and all that, we'd be wrong not to go out showing, you know, our love to the fans who stood behind us all these years, you know. So we're gonna keep it going. We're just gonna keep it going.
I was just thinking,
make it to y'all area one day.
Yeah, man, everybody, and we're gonna do it like this. Put y'all city in the comments and in the chats, and you never know, man. That might be a city that they hey, we've been trying and wanting to go there.
Look, you're right, because what we're doing is we're doing a live recording in one of those cities.
Oh.
And to be honest, Kansas City came up in the subject, you know. So
hey, we were standing up wall to wall. Come on, Melvin. Come on, Doug. Come on, Dray Tate.
right. So
hey, Bridget, talk to him. Talk to him, Bridget.
City's in there, man.
Yeah, I would love that, man, to have an opportunity that could be the last live recording from the legendary Williams brothers.
That will be the last live recording from the Williams.
See? Yeah, man. And to have Kansas City draw that, hey, man. So y'all put Kansas City, because y'all have already proved, hometown, that we will buy the tickets. Not tickets, but tickets. Because
you had to turn I think that I was told that they turned like somewhere between 800 to 1,000 people away.
They waited too long to get them tickets, man. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Dre, you saw, no cap, you saw the lobby when people was just trying to get in to sit down.
Right. Yeah, we had to tell them, y'all gonna open the doors.
The doors. Them folks was getting frisky.
It's about to be a nuclear holocaust out there.
My mama got a walker. She ain't gonna be standing here all day. Hey man, y'all better open them doors. Wait, they done said my mama. Hey, we got Dray Tate of the Williams Brothers backstage with yours truly, the voice, Mr. Savoir Faire, the DL Marshall. Hey, Dre, man, now tell us about the solo endeavors and how much music you crank out that we haven't even heard yet.
In the last year, I would say, man, it's so much music is being prepared. But along with the solo career, there's other things on the books for me that we're planning. Not only just performing, we also planning different acting roles. You know, we're gonna be doing some TV stuff, you know. And I'm just going to use this next part of my life just to do everything I want to do.
Definitely. You know? And you're supposed to, bro. You're supposed to. We've raised our children. God has still been good to us. He's been faithful to his word. We still yet hold on. So the fruits of your labor is harvest time. So go on in there and reap plentiful, brother. Reap plentiful. You're supposed to. I'm gonna ask you a question, and then we're gonna get into a video that man, this is one of my favorite songs and a big requested song backstage on the radio show. But what do you like? Do you feel people really respect the vocal beast stylings of Dray Tate? Because I'm not saying it because you sitting in front of me, but I've said this, and you may have come in one of the rooms that I'm saying it. Dude is a beast. Dray Tate is a vocal beast. Do you feel you get your just due? And we may have, what we're going to do is we're going to get into a video here with Dray Tate. He's got him a, not New English, but what's my man's name? We'll be back after this video.
This is an emergency.
Never have I been grand to think that I can even stand. No way I can win without you in my life, yeah. So I'm writing to let you know I need you again, and that's for sure. I need an encore, a repeater. Once before, do it for me. One more again, standing needed. Oh, best and you're the only one. You're the only one. Look me, yeah, sit it down, sit it down. From above, do it for me. One more again, I know you will, yeah. No, you can. You're the only one who can hook me up. Do it for me, yeah. One more again. If you are one I'm talking to, I got something real to share with you. A bit of advice to help you to make it through. Lord is a present help, and that's no lie. He's waiting on you, give him a try. He's faithful and true, so all you have to do, tell him do it for me. One more game, said I'm standing need of a blessing. You're the only one, yeah. Send it down, send it down. Do it for me, yeah. One more game, I know you will. No, you can't. You're the only one. You're the only one. Yeah. Tell him do it for me, yeah. One more game. Lord, I'm crying out to you. I need you to bring me through. I need you to know I need you so desperately. I need you one more again. Do it for me one more again. You're the only one who can hook me up. Yeah.
What's happening, man? Yours truly, Mr. Sad Warfare, is everywhere. As you can see, it's a dang DL moment, but we want to let you know right now that while you in between catching flights, go to our friends over at Low Cost Airline, 1-800-507-3777, and you can go everywhere like Mr. Sad Warfare. Tell them DL sent you. Once again, tell them you heard it backstage. Low Cost Airlines, 1-800-507-3777. Hey, look here, I'm about to go catch this flight because you know how they get when they shut that door. They don't want to let you in the aircraft. But again, you want to take a flight, you want to be everywhere like Sad Warfare, tell them DL sent you. Call over Low Cost Airlines, 1-800-507-3777. Yeah, all right, man. I'm on my way.
Hey y'all, it is Sean Lee House of Sean Lee House Photography, and I'm backstage enjoying my favorite radio show and podcast, DL's Backstage Pass on Marsh Media Backstage Entertainment. Hey y'all, it's
Welcome back. It's yours truly, the voice, Mr. Sad Warfare, the DL Marshall, man. And I thank God for y'all patience with me. We've got our guest back with us, Mr. Dray Mitch McConnell Tate. You froze up on me like Mitch.
Nah, man, my device got hot.
Yeah.
You ain't got no control. That's what happened.
I thank y'all for the patience with this coughing with me, man. I'm just about over it, but I got me a couple of cough drops, so I think we're gonna make it through these last 15 minutes, man. So hey, I was asking you before, huh?
Sound like a chronic cough over there.
Man, I know, don't it? sound like I'm about a month away from talking about Dray Tate.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Right, man. Get it together, doctor.
For real, definitely. But I feel a lot better than what I was, and probably a lot better than what I'm sounding. So, But I thank you anyway for fighting through with me. But before we had that Mitch McConnell moment, I was asking, man, you being the vocal beast that you are, do you really feel, and me knowing you, I know it don't make you no never mind, but do you feel like people sleep on you as a vocalist, man?
Yeah.
I do too.
Yeah. I mean, but that's probably probably have a lot to do with when I've never been that type of person that push my gift on anybody. You know, I don't want you to see my vocal ability. I don't want you to see how talented I am, how skillful I am vocally. I just feel like in time, it's going to present itself. Yep. It's going to present itself. I ain't got to push it. So I've had a lot of people know me from quartet. You know, I know I say that word different than everybody, but quartet.
Quartet.
But but that was a video that came out where I was at my church singing Total Praise, and people was like, "Geez, man, I didn't know you had it like that. I didn't know you." I mean that, but that's just me. It's just, you know, it just whenever that time presented itself, I think you gonna know what I'm all about at its time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not in no hurry for it. But people that been knowing me for years or whatever that have studied, they pretty much they know. You know, yeah. For a long time the Williams brothers didn't know. Wow. You know, yeah, they didn't know they didn't never know I could sing, you know.
Yeah, you just came to work, did what you was asked.
That's it. I've never been the one to push anything on anybody. I just felt like in its time, you'll get it. Yeah.
And it's certain things too. And you know, I've come in way after Melvin and Doug, but you gotta start saying, man, this person stays surrounded by folk that are considered legendary or the tops. They do. This person's, I'm looking at your offsprings, and this come back from that November weirdness we were talking about. Right. I'm looking at offsprings. I'm looking at features that you've done. I'm looking at different things, listening to different things, projects that people probably don't even know to go listen to. Man, nah, dude got some goods. He got some goods. And then was sitting and talking with you. I'm like, yeah, what that is it's not over saturation, not over exertion. I'm not giving too much. And that's one thing I appreciate too about you as a vocalist. You not run heavy, but you sure got it in you. You know what I mean?
And that's the crazy. Yeah, if I would have my way, you know, I'd be run heavy all the time. I mean, but the professionalism won't allow me to do that. I never forget Paul Porter called me. Paul Porter and Mr. Harvey Watkins. I call him Uncle Harvey. They called me after I did the George Floyd service, and I sung "A Change Gonna Come." And I never forget Paul say, "Man, I want to applaud you for doing what you did, but what I really want to applaud you for is that when you could have overdid it, you didn't.
You didn't." Yeah.
And that's just how I've always been. I'm a soul singer at the end of the day, and whatever's in here, that's what's gonna come out.
Gonna come out. Yep. And especially Dre, when we're singing quote unquote gospel music, that's supposed to be more penetrating to the soul and coming from the soul than other music, supposedly, the air quotations. But that is the genre that seems to want to rely more on the physical attributes than the spiritual. What do you say to that?
We got to get back to the soul, man. You know, there's a lot of people that I've grown looking at and watching and learning from. And I say all the time, I'm criticized for it a lot, but I say all the time, those artists that was soul stirring are pretty much gone. You know, those voices that made you tremble are those artists that wrote songs that made you feel it. I mean, you can feel it. It's like we don't have that no more, man. And like you say, it's the spiritual part of it. It's just not. It's not the same, man. So it's more hype now. You know what I'm saying? And
like wanting to be seen.
Right. How? And the thing about it is, a lot of people are sounding like each other. You know, you don't have
the head there. I was about to head there, but go ahead.
You don't have those where you knew it was Joe Lagun. You knew it was Melvin Williams. You knew it was Tremaine Hawkins. You knew it was Walter Hawkins. You knew it was Edmund Hawkins. You knew it was James Moore. You
knew Frank Williams.
Yes, you knew Frank.
Oh,
you knew
my God.
You know what I'm saying? You knew Vanessa Bell. You knew Aretha Franklin. Those vocals that, well, we know who that is. You ain't got to say the name.
Yep.
That it's like it ain't a lot of that anymore. You know what I'm saying?
You know, and that's not to be discouraging or discrediting. Right. It's just to kind of alert folk to what anytime Dray Tate isn't on stage, anytime DL Marshall isn't on stage, we're consumers of even the art that we do. So if Dray Tate is successful when he's on stage, but he is a consumer of it too when he's off stage, why would you take it to be insulting? Or you would think it'd be disrespectful to get some knowledge from somebody that has secured not only a tenure but a bag in the game.
Right.
And it's just, and I know a lot of people, Dre, be like, well, it is a competition. You're supposed to want to be seen. Of course, because every time I get up, I'm getting up to do my best, like to be unforgettable, in the words of Nat King Cole.
That's it. That's the name of the game.
Yeah, you know? But in being unforgettable, how do you be unforgettable when I sound like Dre, or if I sound like Sherrod Coleman, or if I sound like Keith Wonderboy Johnson, if I sound like Harvey Watkins Jr., how do I then become unforgettable?
Right.
So
that's the question.
Yeah.
Question, and that's what's taking the feeling out of what we do. You know what I'm saying? There's that the authenticity it's like it's not there like it used to be. You know, but you know what I'm saying, we still have time, you know, to not lose that thing, man. You know, be authentic, be yourself. Man, it ain't nothing wrong with listening, because it's a lot of people I listen to. You know, I'm a Charlie Wilson fanatic, but you might not ever hear Charlie in my vocal or whatever like that. But no, to me, he's a vocal Bible.
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying? So not sure what he does or how he does and keep his voice as vibrant as it is for all these.
His voice is timeless, man.
Yeah.
Like, and I mean, that's even after some substance abuse. So, man.
So that's my prayer for me. You know what I'm saying? To if you take anything from me, let me keep my voice. You know, that's what I long for God to do for me. You know, because believe it or not, my singing helps me before it helps y'all.
Amen. 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 You know what, Dre? In lieu of what we were talking about, this could be even encouraging to new artists, young artists that have found themselves stagnant in their career. Excuse me. I would consider this. Go back and look at those that are now considered legendary, and in their time, they were bold enough to go against the grain of that sound, and they were the outcasts. Patty LaBelle was considered weird, space age. Teddy Pendergrass, he sung too hard. That's hollering. But when you look at nowadays, like, excuse me, Donny Hathaway, he's too laid back, too smooth. Sam Cooke, he yodels too much. Little Richard, all he do is scream and yell. James Brown, you don't understand what he's talking about, but they were all significantly different and trained that when you heard them, you heard them.
You knew it was them.
Yeah.
That's basically
You mentioned the name Paul Porter, man, master of destruction, vocal beast on his own. You said that him and Harvey Watkins Jr., Uncle Harvey, told you great job with your job that you did with the change gonna come. I want to get into that, and I like the live performance at the service because it shows how trained, how disciplined you are with your vocals, but at the same time how soulful. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna get into Dray Tate. Got a chance to sing, unfortunately, at the way too soon homegoing of George Floyd. This was what, 3.5 years ago, right at?
2020, June of 2020.
Yeah, 3 years. Wow, almost 4 years ago. This is Dray Tate, Change Gonna Come. We're backstage. Mr. Sidewalk Fair, DL Marshall, Dray Tate. We'll be back after this.
Because I know what's up there beyond the sky. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes it will. Now listen. But then I go my brother. And I say, brother, help me free. But he winds up knocking me back down on my knees. Oh, there were times when I thought that I wouldn't last for long, but now I think I'm able to carry on. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes it will. I know a change gonna come. Yes it will. I believe that a change is gonna come. Oh, yes it will. Said I know a change is coming. Yeah. Said I know a change gonna come. Yes it will. Yeah. God bless you, Florida.
Was the dynamic performance from Dray Tate. Unfortunately, it had to take place at Big George Floyd's memorial service funeral. Man, that still takes me back to that 8 minutes, 46 seconds. But brother, when I tell you, you nailed that. I had goosebumps just now, like I did when I first saw it. When I first saw that video, I was like, do it, Dre. Go, man. Be with him, Jesus. And man, when you first flowed into it, I know you were.
Man, but that's what I'm saying. They actually, we were on the way to the burial, and that's when Harvey and Paul called me.
Wow.
Yeah, we was in the procession of going to the burial, and that's when they called me, and that encouraged me a lot, man. But that was one of the most bittersweet moments in my career, because I literally, a lot of people don't know my real name is Andre, but I literally had to become Dray Tate and put Andre to the side, because just standing there and that gold casket in front of me, it was a crazy moment. Not to mention, knowing that there are millions and millions of people all over the world watching, and then even in the audience, you got some of your people that you enjoy listening to, like Jamie Foxx and Tank and Neo and a lot of the other guys that were there hearing me for the first time. It was like, it could have been one of those moments where unprofessionally I could have just jacked it all up, you know what I'm saying? Thank God that that's not the vibe he gives me. That's not the mind he gives me. I just be me, you know what I'm saying? But it was very emotional.
Yeah.
And if you notice, I had to put Andre to the side, and I had to become that entertainer for that moment.
Yeah.
But right when I ended the song and I said, God bless you, Floyd, Andre came back, and if you notice, I hurried up and hijacked off that stage.
Them emotions, man.
Yeah, break,
Definitely.
Yeah, and that I'd never forget that as long as I live. Man.
Well, great job, man. And I'm gonna tell you something else. Not only with your vocals, I was like, man, I sure hope my man get that picture done in the confines of this time of the song, and he was back there stroking. He got it done.
He did.
Hey,
I didn't know what he was going. They just told me, they said that an artist going to be painting a picture in the back. He didn't tell me. They didn't say who he was. Matter of fact, I didn't find out that was going to happen until maybe about 10 minutes before the performance.
Wow.
So they was trying to get me and say, okay, how long is the song and how da. And I was like, I think the song is about such and such and such, and that's all I know. So I was in it. Now my comedian side is, I'm not gonna prolong the song for you to finish your painting, partner.
Right.
So
right.
if your painting ain't finished by the time I said yes, it will.
You didn't do your job. I'm glad you said your comedic side. My comedic side on my third prayer of that performance was, man, I sure hope that lady is a for real signer, because
she was trying to get it, man. She was trying to get it, and she had it.
Hey, I seen her a couple of times. She was hitting your words, and she said,
"Yeah."
I was like, "Uh-oh, wait. Okay, there you go."
That was that. Yeah, you missed on that one right there.
I said, ain't no sign in the Holy Ghost, so if she get loose, she's done.
Right.
Everybody that needed her gonna have to be in the audience like, I done just got in trouble.
Hey.
Trey, man, we got a couple of more minutes. I appreciate you being gracious with your time. Oh, excuse me.
No problem, man.
What do you have coming up outside of some acting? I know you talked about some acting, possibly some writing, some music, but what can we look forward to outside of your farewell tour with the brothers?
It's we just gonna keep it moving, man. It's I'm getting ready for another gospel single. Matter of fact, I'm preparing to do a whole project.
Okay.
And I got some stuff that's about to go down. That's gonna be huge. That I really can't talk about right now. But trust me, when
come
you
back when you can. Come back when you can.
When you see it, you're gonna know what you're gonna know. Okay, that's what he was telling you. But so it's some major stuff coming up, major opportunities coming up, man. So y'all just keep riding with your boy, man. I'm gonna ride this boy until the wheels fall off.
I ain't supposed to. Hey, man, now I know you said that Charlie Wilson is one that you go into read his verses of his vocal Bible, but man, has Tony Terry had any influence on you, or do you enjoy Tony Terry? Because you remind me a lot of the way you approach certain levels of notes. You approach that like Tony Terry to me.
I'll tell you like this. I have listened to Tony Terry back in the days. You know, one of my favorite songs, "When I'm With You," I done sung it about 1,000 weddings. You know what I'm saying? And why people always want me to sing that song, I don't know. But, matter of fact, shout out to Tony Terry, man. We was just on the Tom Joyner cruise with him. You know, yeah, it's good seeing him there, man. But man, I'm gonna tell you like this: there is no vocalist, good or bad, that I don't learn from. Yeah. Now you notice what I said.
Yeah.
There's no vocalist, good or bad, that don't. I learn from every single vocalist. I listens that well. I can hear that well. You know, I pay attention that well. Everybody, I'm gonna take something from you. Yeah. Everybody. Man,
how can people reach out to you, Dray?
Dray.Tate on Instagram, Dray Tate Music at gmail.com. Hit me on Facebook, is just Dray Tate. I'm actually working on a website as we speak now. It's gonna be actually my first website, actually, and you'll be able to go on there and get merchandise and look at videos, stuff. You
gonna have them Dray Tate draws up there?
Dray Tate draws, man. We gonna have Dray Tate draws, Dray Tate panties.
Oh my God, that was hilarious.
Dray Tate t-shirts. Now we'll have a Dray Tate button. We gonna call it the fling.
The fling. Get your fling with Dray Tate. Man, for those of y'all that may not know what we're talking about, man, we were all together one particular time. And man, somebody created for Dre. They said, Dre, you ought to sell these at your next concert. And as just on the spot, they start creating Dray Tate designer drawers and panties. And I was like, what in the world? So I teased Dre. He is gospel music, spiritual, sexy sensation. So you come in.
Yeah, that's that Carlos Hill, man. That doggone Carlos Hill. He
so sexy.
Come up with his name, Sexy for Jesus. Now he's a full trend, man. Sexy for Jesus, man.
Oh man, that was a fun day that day, man. And boy, they literally came up with what 3 or 4 different patterns. And when I say come up with, I'm not talking about verbal ideals, y'all. I'm talking about they were putting up patterns, like working and showing us patterns. Like, hey, you can get this, you can get that. And I was like, well, shoot, you sell them at the show, and then they throw them off at you. By the end of the show, it's recycling. You can just range them off and put them back on the table to resell for the second show.
Boss lady.
Right. Big up, boss lady. Oh, man, that was hilarious. I ain't got no business laughing this hard. Before you get out of here, Dray Tate, what Dray Tate ain't going to do going into 2024?
I almost said get married. That's what I almost said, get married. that ain't happening in 2020.
Oh my God, man.
And I will not be having any children. I will not be getting married. But I don't know. With me, you never know.
Hey, when you first paused, I thought you were about to say I ain't going back and forth with you.
I know that's right. Yeah, that's what I'm. Yeah.
Hey, I got one more thank you that I want to say to you, and I'm gonna do it in this form here. So Dre gave me an opportunity to sing "Cool and Water" with Williams Brothers, man, and we put together a comedy / Sexy for Jesus concert. About 4 years. What about 4 or 5? No, about 5 years ago.
Yeah.
For Mo Milligan, one of my relatives, and God's so good, man. He healed her body of the cancer that she was battling. God placed on my heart to put together a comedy show to help her with her medication and some of her bills, man. And we were able to bless her. Dre came in, man, and he did his thing, and he closed down the show, and he allowed me to do this. appreciate that, Dray Tate. As you said, that George Floyd, you'll never forget. You made that moment for me. I'll never forget that moment.
Wow,
I got a chance to sing Cooling Water in front of my mother and fathers with the Williams brothers. Man, I appreciate you for being a dope brother. I appreciate you for being a dope friend from the time that we've introduced ourselves to each other. You've been solid. Hopefully, I've been solid to you, man. And just keep on praising God with your gifts. Keep on being an awesome individual, man, and an influence in this industry, brother. Any last words?
Hey, I appreciate it, man. Thank you for having me on, man. And we just gonna keep doing it, man. Keep doing it.
Definitely. You can reach him on all social media. What is it? Dray Tate? DRAYTATE.
Yep.
All right. And y'all look out for that new website that's coming out, man. Hey, we thank you so much. So on behalf of Dray Tate, I am Mr. Sadwar Farah, the DL Marshall. Man, you have been listening to one more dope conversation by another dope conversationalist, Dray Tate of the Sensational Williams Brothers. Mr. Sadwar Farah, the DL Marshall, I have been your host. Thank you for putting up with all that coughing. But until the next time, remember, the gospel of Jesus Christ is contagious. Catch it. All that you do, do it godly. Till next time, be blessed.